You see this, folks? This is a little nippy bottle of White Lightning, Old Smoky White Lightning. Let me define terms. Nippy bottles are those bottles that you find in liquor stores when you go to play your lottery numbers. You know, they're the little shot of bourbon or whiskey you find behind the counter that homeless guys like myself drink before we meet your children and your husband and the aunt from out of town that just flew in and hey, no, you're not causing too much commotion or trouble. I'll find room for you. It's the old go-to that the homeless guys have used in the past few years here out on the road. It's the old nippy bottle, and kind of cool. That old smoky white lightning moonshine has put their nippy bottle in sort of a mason jar. It's kind of cute, you know. Um, I asked Maria when I headed to the Smoky Mountains. I said, "Hey, I want to try like moonshine, but like, I don't want to try like all the flavors because in Gatlinburg, moonshine has become like water there. It's like they have like 10,000 different flavors. You can get marshmallow fudge, moonshine. It's like, no. Maria helped me. Like, what is like moonshine? What is like the classic moonshine that the boys would be distilling in like some forbidden cavern in the hills of Severe, to sell and make money off of? And she said, well, what you want, I think the purest you're going to find is white lightning, what's called white lightning. And I said, okay. I said, it's the closest I'm going to get to like moonshine out of the stils. She said, well, yeah. It's like, you know, um, and she laughed. And I said, hey, you know, what's the joke? She said, I've had moonshine out of like backyard stills, and God love her. That's why it's important to have a local contact here in wherever you go. But she's there, yeah. I mean, it's the closest commercially that you will drink to what was moonshine back in the day. I mean, she said moonshine, in the 30s was like really, it was fire water. It was like, it was, it was hot and it was fire water. And, but like you'll get at least a try of it with Old Smoky. It's popular. It's everywhere. You can't miss it in Gatlinburg today. So so here I am. Weeks later, I'm at Fort Dickerson Park, and I'm trying to like recreate the Mountain Man sort of. Sort of the Rip Van Winkle get away from the old woman and nagging at my back about my drinking. And I'm just going to head for the hills and bring out my hidden still and fire up some good old Mountain Dew and just forget about the entire like community, the neighborhood, and my old nagging, you know, complaining wife down in the hood. So I'm at Dickerson Park. This is the best I can do given the circumstances. It's like, hey, I'm at the beginning of Dickerson Park. Up there is the Fort Dickerson. You want to walk it. Up there is the quarry, Augusta Quarry. You don't want to walk it. It's Anyway, so this is gonna like sort of substitute in a modern sort of way, dude. The old man, depressed and heading for the hills in the 1930s, where you can have a good old jug of Mountain Dew. It's without any problems, without any, interference, without any righteousness, without any woman or child screaming at him. Here we go. This is my first taste ever of Mountain Dew. Now, they have in Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge, like everywhere, Nashville, you name it. They have tasting. Like you can go into Old Smoky, you know, um, stores and distilleries. You can get free tastings of, you know, the latest moonshine they're selling. But, it's like the problem with me is that they're not like taste testing White Lightning, which is a sort of classic in their line. They're taste testing or they're sampling for the millennials and their parents or whoever, like the latest like fudge brownie moonshine. Let me know what you think of this. It's like, pour it around the table. They're not taste testing or sampling White Lightning. So I bought, I was gonna buy like, I thought of like they sell it in like pints there at the store, and I said, "How much is a pint?" He's like $35. I'm like, "No, you guys sell it in nips?" He's like, "Yeah." It's like, you look for it in liquor stores. Some liquor stores will, you know, have nips. I said, "Okay." So here's my nip bottle of White Lightning moonshine here in the hills. All right, notice the hills behind me. I'm gesturing to the hills behind me. All the steps of grass and agriculture behind me that leads to the mountaintop. White Lightning, first try. Here we go. I'm sorry. The first thing out of my mind is that this could be addictive. Like this really could be addictive because like I took a sip and it was like, "Oh, hey, um nice." Like, it's like I expected like a burn that would have me coughing and end this video vlog, or is it blog? But like I took a sip and it was like, wow, like, it's like I could take another sip. Like I have no problem with another sip here of this white lightning moonshine. Anyways, we'll leave it there. Um, just let me tell you that I can't drink alcohol. I can't drink wine. Like you give me like a bottle of wine, a carafe of wine, I can't drink it without like you know climbing telephone poles and it's just not good. So I thought actually this would be sort of a more of a like it's a no, you got to stop here. But and that's what's really crazy is that I don't want to stop here. You got Old Smoky. They have like the alcohol percentage on here somewhere, and it's I can't see it. Or, the print is so small, but I will leave it in the description and the notes. It's vodka, material and that sort of level. But I, I'll be honest with you, folks. I'm shocked at my first taste of moonshine because I thought it would have me like just like downing water to put out the fire. And, all I want to do here is have another nip of the bottle. Don't forget, I'm on Facebook at Greg Shore. It's not only me and William, this guy, behind me. Um, but yeah, so it's okay. Um, yeah, check me out on Facebook, Greg Shore. And I hope to see you soon. I hope to hear from you soon.